Good morning. It's 6 a.m. About the time I thought I would wake up. And I forgot that I was in fucking Gallup. 6,000 feet over sea level. Oh, it's cold. It's the coldest it's been. But we're in the mountains. It's the Google says it's 34 degrees here. But my car begs to differ. It says 23. I wanted to keep sleeping, but I had to pee so bad. So I went into the Denny's to pee. And now that I've peed, I am cold. And I understand I'm cold. And I want to move. Hopefully these mountains don't kill me. You may hear the too silly. The one downside of driving west in the morning is that the sunrise is behind you. But I don't consider that too much of a problem. We just made it to Arizona, by the way. And when you're driving east, it sucks. It always sucks driving back home because you drive toward the sunrise. So you only get to see the sun coming up when you're leaving. So first thing in the morning, if I were heading east, I'd be like this right now. Right? So you spend your whole morning like, finally the sun starts to set and you're just driving into a fucking void. I was thinking about that earlier, how it's really cool how lucky the West Coast is. They get to watch the sun set over the ocean, and that's so freaking cool to me. I've been able to do that a couple times in Florida. The point is that I don't get to watch the sunrise, but that's fine because I don't have to squint the entire time. And I'm feeling way better. I'm not having the altitude sickness anymore, which makes sense. I think from this point out until it starts to decline, which won't be for a couple days for me, it's going to be at about 5,000 elevation. 5,000 elevation. Ooh, I'm going up again. Occasionally I'll feel my head. Like right now my head's kind of, you know, whenever I go up. Oh shit. I'm considering taking a nap too. I wanted to keep sleeping. I only woke up because I had to pee. And then by then it was so cold I just kept going. So I'm thinking whenever I get to Winslow, I might just go to the place I was going to go and take a nap for a couple hours, get a couple more hours of sleep. Because my next stop, Meteor Crater, and then a Grand Canyon. As long as Meteor Crater is before the turnoff to go to Grand Canyon, because it's before Flagstaff, and Flagstaff is where everything meets. It's that really big city in Arizona, and then I'm just gonna chill out in Vegas for a couple days. I need to make a couple $100, and I can do that really, really fast in 2 days. Because if my whole intent is just to drive around and check the place out, DoorDash, bro. I'm really excited for people. I cannot wait to see how people act out here. I can't wait to see what kind of shenanigans I can get myself into. At least in Indianapolis, people have been really nasty and vindictive. And, like, I can't be too mad at people because I know, like, everything sucks really bad for everybody. I mean, I'm homeless, but I've seen that coming for a while. I've always been in a bad place financially, despite how financially responsible I am because I can't make enough money. And I'm always taking care of myself. And a lot of times I'm taking care of somebody else's ass too, on top of it. And that's always the kicker that prevents me from exceeding. I am very eager to see what they're like out here. I highly doubt that COVID put a damper in their social skills like it did in Indianapolis, because now everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're so hard. And I don't know, it really made me feel good when that cashier was like, oh, you'll really fit in there. Because I was like, yes, like I love my earrings. And I think those alone tell people I'm alternative, which is really cool because I wear plain clothes a lot and people can't tell that I'm alternative. But, you know, I do my things. I could even put my ring on now. I took it off. It tends to fall off sometimes though. But anyway, I'm just really excited to get out west and see what all this shit's about. I want to see what the songs are singing, and I want to hear what the people are saying. So, I'll keep you updated. Watching the weather climb has been really interesting. The temperature climb. It's 39 now, and it like lasts 15 minutes. 15 minutes ago, it was going between 24 and 27, depending on the elevation. And then it jumped from 27 up to 31. And then the next time I looked down, now it's 39. And it's been like 10 minutes since I looked down and it was 31 degrees. I know deserts are like this, but it's still gonna like slap me in the face with how quickly it gets hot. Thankfully, I'm completely layered up, so I can just strip as the day goes. It's getting warmer, baby. Get warmer. Finally, jeez. all this, all because this fucking semi couldn't go fucking 2 miles slower. Or this car couldn't go 2 miles slower. Or somebody couldn't go 2 miles faster or slower. This is the stupidest fucking shit I've seen all day. And I haven't been awake long, so I guess that doesn't mean much. The truck went to pass this car, and now the car won't let him pass. So now I'm fucking stuck between these dumbasses. Instead of getting a good view of the scenery. Get the fuck out of my way, semi. Come on. Thank you. Fuck, bro. You're fucked for that. Mountain. Can you see it? Can you see the mountain? Mountain. It's a real mountain. I don't even know which mountain it is, but it's a mountain. Oh, the Meteor Crater RV party. So we're about 30 minutes away from Meteor Crater, and then from there, we're actually only about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from the Grand Canyon. The 4-hour estimate was the top part of the Grand Canyon. The place I'm looking at to camp is $18 for a night. I have $23 in cash. No, I just gave her a tip. I have $20 in cash because I ate at Denny's. I decided to do the $6 meal thing. I got $20 in cash. I'm cutting it really, really close. I'm a little worried, but I should be fine because I technically have $200 that I can borrow when I need it. But once I get to Vegas, I plan on actually making money. So here we go, baby. Capitalism has killed everything. Like, I figured it might, there might be a price to get, maybe like a $10 cover fee or some shit. Nice looking place and all that. It is $29 for one adult. I'm just like, bruh. And I was listening to him and he was like, there's an easy way and a hard way. The easy way, you just take the elevators up and you have a really nice bird's eye view. But like, I'm irritated because this is built right on the other side of the ridge. And so you can't even see Meteor Crater from the road. Like, I can see that are looking at Meteor Crater, but I can't see it. So this is just another pay-to-play thing. Kind of disappointed this is what was recommended to me, knowing damn well I'd have to pay $30. Are you kidding me? Money's too tight right now. I have $20. 18 of it needs to go to my campsite at Grand Canyon, and the rest of it needs to go to me filling up another tank of gas when I get to Flagstaff. So I guess I'm just gonna skip it on the crater. Really kind of blows. Like, I wish I could at least see it from the road, but these assholes built it so that you can't see it at all, bitch. So, oh well, so be it. It's sad, but I've seen pictures of it. I guess that's close enough, right? It sucked because, I mean, first of all, it was 6 miles out of the way, which is 12 miles out of the way, which is about 15 miles out of the way, which is about 30 minutes out of the way. But I was going to actually get my tripod. I haven't used my tripod for anything during this trip yet. So I guess the first time I'll use that's in the Grand Canyon. I know which one I'm going to. I'm going to Mather's Campground. And once I get there, I'm just going to fucking spread out. I'm going to set up this tent and then working on videos. Like, I am really excited to start working on editing all of these videos. I've had a a lot of great ideas. Okay, so I'm gonna stop yapping because I've already made a lot of videos today. Yeah, no, on the meteor crater, very sad, very disappointing, but I'm not about to pay $30 fucking. I can't, like, I mean, I can. I'll be fine if I do that because, like I said, I can borrow like $200 between Cash App and Chime, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do all that. I might be really tight on money, but I am making it exactly where I was planning on making it. It's going to work out just fine, just like how I accidentally ended up in Montana. It all worked out. It always works out. So I know that I'm going to get to the Grand Canyon today. Once I get back on 40, I'm going to get to Flagstaff. I might make a video in there. And then we're off to the races, baby. We're going to Grand Canyon. I'm going to go to Mather's campground, spend $18. They said that there are free buses that will take you around the park, so use them. Yeah, I'm going to do that. The less wear and tear I put on my car, the more it gets to rest, you know? And the more I get to just sit and chill while somebody else chauffeurs me around. So, yeah, it's very exciting, very fun. R.I.P. Meteor Crater. Oh well, so be it. It was cool that I drove through this little area. I haven't really gone off the roads. I haven't done any back roads since Missouri. It's pretty cool to see when you're in a different biome, I guess. So I will talk to you guys later. Deuces. South Carolina. Dang. That boat's come a long way. So I decided to DoorDash an era at Flagstaff because the sooner I get money, the better. I don't want to procrastinate on that. But I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna give it 10 to 20 minutes. I'm in a hot spot, so if something comes, I'll be here. Plus, it'll give my car a chance to sit, I guess. But if nothing comes through, then I'll just head up to the Grand Canyon. It's so early in the day, very early in the day. By the time I get there, it'll still be before noon. Or I think like 1 or... Yeah, no, it would be like 11:30 noon, right around there, if I were to go right now. So I'm gonna sit around for, 10-20 minutes, see if I can get some DoorDashes. Super awesome side note, because it gets so cold at night, all of your clothes that were in the trunk will still be cold by the time it gets really fucking hot. Not only is it getting super toasty, but the hot spot is not a hot spot anymore. So I'm gonna head to the Grand Canyon. I am assuming that the entry fee can be covered with a credit card, and if that's the case, then I got the entry fee covered. I don't know how much it'll be, but we'll find out, won't we? And then $18 for the campsite I have in cash. So as long as I can pay with card, there's no reason, like no deterrent. I have a full tank of gas. By the time I get up to the Grand Canyon, I'll still have over half a tank. So let's go. Let's do it, bro. Arizona not only has fat bagels, but they got fat olives too. They need another fat thing, like in the same spot. I need my fat foods from Arizona. Also, to see signs saying Los Angeles now, you don't even know how much that means to me. That is... We're almost to Los Angeles, my guy. Oh, I wish I had the money to just keep going. Like I do, technically I could. But I already had this planned. I think it'll be good to have a night to just spread out. I want to start on my video editing. I want to start on my storyboard. I want to get myself all organized and relaxed for a night where I don't feel like I'm constantly in a rush. Even though I still might feel that way, because like when I get there, I might just go like straight to the attractions, Oh, that's not right. So, I don't know. If they have free buses that take you places, then I'll probably figure out the schedule of the buses and I'll give myself like an hour or two to just kind of relax and unwind. And then go from there. We'll see. I'm not really sure what to expect. I imagine since last week was the majority of spring break, that this week will also be busy because some people's spring break probably happens this week. And, yeah, we'll go from there. I'm so happy that there's suddenly trees again. We're still technically in Flagstaff, but finally some trees, my guy. Bro, these pine trees actually smell like pine. Such a sweet, perfumey smell. Like you smelling candles and shit. I didn't know pine trees smelled like this far away. Like, we have pine trees. I've been plenty of places that have pine trees. But you can only smell it when you put it up to your nose, you know? You know? That's interesting. I will admit I'm a bit sad to pull off of the interstate that takes me to LA. But it's okay, it was meant to happen. My GPS crapped out on me. I don't know if it's just because it's being a bitch or if it's because it's actually dead over here. It hasn't lost signal a lot of times, surprisingly. But I'm on the final stretch. I stay on 64 North for 50 miles. And then I get to the campground. Yeah, wish me luck. Let's hope I don't have any bears jump out on me. Low fire danger, good to know. I'm a little pyromaniac on accident. I just know how to make it burn, you know. Grand Canyon, 58 miles away. I will get back to you probably when I settle down in my campsite, unless I see something cool beforehand. Oh boy, the Grand Canyon McDonald's. It's the deepest McDonald's in the U.S. One thing that's been especially weird to me on this trip is how miles don't make sense. I am 25 miles away from where I'm supposed to go, but it's a 49-minute drive. I understand taking into account slower spots, but that happened a lot when I was on 40, and I was consistently going 80 miles an hour on 40, and it would tell me that something would be like 19 miles away, but then it would be a 40-minute drive, and it's so confusing to me. That doesn't make sense. If you're going 60 miles an hour, you should be doing a mile a minute. So if you go 60 miles, it should take 60 minutes. So like, what? I'm so confused. Do they count mileage differently? Do they not count the dips and the rises? Do they just measure it straight? That's the only thing I can think of, because that doesn't make sense. That math does not make sense. It don't make sense. I was an idiot and I didn't record my last video. I didn't press record. That's funny. Either that or it quit on me. I'm not going to repeat what I said. I'm 15 miles away from Grand Canyon. Haven't seen Sasquatch yet. Just sad. Thought he'd be here to greet me. Sasquatch! I'll be there soon. I'll give you guys an update soon. It's all looking like that. It all looks like that. Well, the right side's a little more dense, but pretty much looks like that. I knew there would be an entry fee plus the camping, and I saw a sign when I first started this road, and I'm pretty sure it's applicable all around. $35 per vehicle. So I'm gonna have to pay $35 to get in, and then $18 for the campsite. Really good fucking thing I didn't go to Meteor Crater, because then I'd be screwed. I wouldn't be screwed. I would have the money, but I'd have to borrow money. Which again is doable, but I don't want to do that so soon. So I'm about to spend $53 just to get in and sleep one night at the Grand Canyon. That is maniacal, dude. After all the money people put into gas, into planning, into stocking, into everything that they have to plan for travel, and just to spend one fucking night in the park. We are in the middle of fucking nowhere. I know there's going to be tons of attractions. There's probably going to be zip lines and lakes and activities and what the fuck ever, but damn, I hope Sequoia isn't ridiculous, but I'm still gonna go regardless. You know, I'm gonna dash a lot in Vegas. I keep saying it, but I gotta make a lot of money really fast. And so as soon as I get out of here tomorrow, I'm probably gonna like enjoy it, but I'm not gonna spend the night tomorrow. I'm not gonna spend $18 more to spend another night. It's just not, it's not affordable. I've got to penny pinch so that I can get out to Vegas. It's probably going to take one more tank fill up, so one more $40 into my tank to get to Vegas. But I'm at 3/4 of a tank now, and I'm almost to Vegas, so I'm not too worried about it. You know, I'm pretty smart about all this, so we should be Gucci. Ooh, speed limit just went down, so we're getting closer. Yeah, get ready, get ready. What I can see right now, the speed limit went down, so I'm lowering my speed limit. And here it is, kind of. We're getting to the beginning of it.